Hey guys, Katie Mild. Welcome to this week's Money Minute. So, this week we are focusing on paying off debt. So, if you are on your own paying off debt journey right now, listen up because this week we are all about you. If you have done any type of Google research, gone online, looked for ways to get out of debt, inevitably there are two debt payoff methods that come up all the time. It's the Snowball method and the Avalanche method. So this week, we're going to focus just on talking about and breaking down those two methodologies and talking about some pros and cons of each. So let's start with the Snowball method. The Snowball method is based around the principle of you pay your smallest debts first and then they snowball or increase over time. Okay, so you pay what you do. Step one, you organize your debts, smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate. Okay, and that's an important distinction with the Snowball method. Regardless of interest rate, look at the principal balances and line them up smallest to largest. And then you will systematically work your way through paying off each of those. So, what does a payoff look like? You pay off the minimum balances on all of your debts. So, let's say hypothetically, you have a $1,000 debt, a $3,000 debt, and a $7,000 debt. Regardless of the interest rates with the Snowball method, you would put these in order. 1,000, 3,000, 7,000. You pay the minimums every month on every single one, and that's important. You always want to pay your minimums, keep your debts current. But then if you have any extra, once you've paid the minimum payments, you throw that extra money towards the smallest debt first. So the idea is that you're working that smallest debt while paying all three of them, and then when the smallest one's paid off, then you refocus those efforts to the next debt and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Now, what are some of the things to consider around this? A couple of things. One, when you do the Snowball method, you're ignoring the interest rate. So you may not have a lot of savings because you're not tackling that high interest rate first. But one of the most significant pros of the Snowball method is that you're really focusing on psychology. You're focusing on behavior modification. So the idea is that when you pay off some of these smaller debts, get rid of those permanently, you get some quick wins. You build some quick momentum, and that confidence and motivation grows, and it just motivates you to keep going, right? So you get all these little debts paid off, paid off, paid off, paid off, and you grow your confidence so then you can tackle your last big ones, right? So that is the Snowball method. Now, methodology two, Avalanche. Avalanche is the opposite. Avalanche, we do take interest rates into account. So you make a list of all of your debts, but this time you put them in order with your highest interest rate first. Okay, and this is really, really important. So let's say again, you have those three debts, a $1,000, a $3,000, and a $7,000 debt. And let's say the $3,000 debt has the highest interest rate. Let's say it has a 7% interest rate. It's higher than the other two. That's going to be the one that you pay off first, okay? So you do, again, put them in order, highest interest rate first, and they descend. So this is different from the Snowball because rather than building quick wins, little, and something snowballs over time and grows bigger, Avalanche is you tackle it big at the beginning and then it trickles down, just like an avalanche down the side of a mountain. Now, advantages to this one. You will save more time and money. So for my analytical folks out there, you will save more by tackling paying off the high interest loans first, okay? Now some cons, it may feel like it's taking longer, even though you are saving time. It may feel psychologically like it's longer because it may take you a little bit longer to chip away at those larger debts. Now, the big debate, and we hear this all the time, Snowball versus Avalanche, which is better? And here's my answer to it. It depends, because it depends on you. It depends on your psychology, your behaviors, what motivates you, your timeline, your life circumstances, your family situation. It depends on you. So the question you need to ask yourself when you're evaluating your debt is get really honest. You have to know thyself and ask, which one of these methods can I truly stick with for the long haul? Which one's going to motivate me more? Which one's going to keep me on task? Because when you're paying off debt, you have to have a plan. If you don't have a concrete plan, something to stick to, you're not going to have anything to motivate you and keep you structured and going on the days when you feel like giving up. So You have to know yourself, figure out which one works for you. There are pros and cons to both. So, tell me about your own debt payoff journey. Did you utilize the Snowball method? Did you utilize the Avalanche method? Did you utilize a different method we didn't even talk about? And how did it work out for you? Tell me in the comments below. And if you like the content I'm putting out, hit the bell, subscribe to my channel, and I'm always listening. Put your comments below. Let's stay in touch. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Talk to you guys later.